Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Just a quick P&L update for the day. Show you what we did today. And if you don't mind, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below about what you think. Not going to be going over every trade today, just P&Ls. It's going to make it a little bit quicker in the evenings for me to get this done and get back to the rest of the work that I need to be doing. So we'll just jump right into it. Tradeify account funded. Today was a loss. Open up the journal. I have to get rid of one account. I don't know why this account still says active. It was canceled a long time ago. But yesterday we made 400. Today we lost 158. So we have $242 in profit over 2 days on that account. We still have tomorrow morning to trade. So we'll see if we can't catch a good one. All right. Top one futures. We'll just go down the line here. Easier to do. $461 profit in that. First day trading it, and we caught a good trade there. This was a trade on the flush down. So made good money on that account, and we'll try to keep that going tomorrow as well. Next account is an instant sim funded. 50K. We are down in this account. This was the first day trading this account. And nope, I take that back. It is the second day trading. Basically a break-even day yesterday, and we took full daily loss on that today. I was expecting a little bit more of an outsized move, more than the normal daily trading range, with good NFP numbers and NVIDIA's earnings moving up. Unfortunately, Jerome Powell had to come on and open his mouth, and the market flushed. So we took a full loss on that. That was 2 trades, different size accounts. I know it says 9 trades, but that's every contract I traded. So the next account is going to be the exact same. It's the instant funded. The exact same numbers as the other one because these two are copy traded together. Then we've got our 50K Ignite account here, and we are up 895 on that one. And just to run through the numbers real quick, this one we've traded almost 2 full weeks. And week 1 was 534 in profit. This week so far is 361, and we still have tomorrow to trade as well. So we'll see what we can do tomorrow to finish this week out. Hopefully we'll add to that balance, but just never know. So we'll do our best on it tomorrow. And then we have this Ignite account that has not been traded quite as long, up $653. And oh, sorry, this one's almost 3 weeks old. First week was 361, second week was 503, and this week so far down 211. This was 2 full daily loss limit days on this week, with 1 full take profit day. I give myself 2 trades at $125 risk each. That's 50 points on YM with 5 micros, looking to win $300 on those trades. So these Ignite accounts have a bit of a tighter consistency rule at 15%. So at $300 a day, I'm safe on that consistency rule. And so that's pretty much our target. and max daily loss is around 250 plus slippage or commissions, because we're risking $125 per trade on that. So just kind of an up and down month, right? Even though we've had our losing days, we've been able to make profit each week. This week, depending on what tomorrow is, may be the week that we end in the red. If we have one good trade and we get our $300 profit on this account, then we'll end up this week just a little bit in the green. So we will do our best to find the right setup tomorrow, being a Friday, and we'll see where it goes. So that's pretty much it for the profit and losses for the day. As long as we finish the week green, I'm pretty happy with that. If we finish this week red, I have to think about it a little bit. See, I know that I've been trading the 5 and the 15-minute orbs in the morning, and that's where the majority of my losses are coming from. Usually, if I'm waiting for the 1 hour initial balance, I usually catch a better trade at that point. So tomorrow I may just hold off unless I just got a really good indication that the market is going to move a direction from the 5 or the 15-minute orb. But it would have to be a really good setup for me to take that instead of just the normal standard setup that has not been working out for me the last few days. You can see a couple of those red days are basically one loss and done. Since I do have multiple accounts now, I can trade in groups, and I can choose to just move to another group after one loss to keep those daily losses pretty low. We did pretty good, and when you see these that are 125 or less than $300, it usually means my first trade was a loss and my second trade was a win. And I just went ahead and cut the trade and took the win for the day and didn't try to get that second win to get it up to 300. So there you have it. Not doing too bad. I'm feeling good about my trading. Like I said, I need to hold off a little bit on that 5-minute orb trade and at the open and just see if a little bit bigger of an orb, maybe the 30-minute orb, and then the 1 hour initial balance, see if that would work a little bit better. In fact, I think today the 30-minute orb would have worked out pretty good. And then the initial balance on the flush back down would have finished off the profits on the day. So I'm going to take a good look at the 5-minute orb stats in the morning. But I think being a Friday, I think I'm just going to hold off on trading that and wait for that. Maybe not even take the 15-minute, but look at like a 30-minute orb and see which way we're going to move when we're creating that initial in the last 30 minutes before the initial balance is created, and see what we can do with that. So we'll cut this quick and make this a good short 10-minute video tonight. And if you want to come watch me trade live, I trade live every day on YouTube at 9 o'clock in the morning. And don't forget about Edgeful. This is where I get all my stats from. This is a fantastic subscription to have. You can find your setups. In fact, since I'm talking about the 30-minute orb, let's just take a look at it, right? Where the heck did opening range go? Wham. and opening range breakout. And let's customize this for 30 minute. Okay, fine. I got to do that one first. I get it. I always do those in the wrong order. And we'll go by wick. Let's just take a look. Okay, these are about even, which really doesn't give me much to go by. Let's go and change this to by close, so the candle would actually have to close outside the orb, and see if that changes. That does change things a little bit. Still not high enough for me to well, we're looking at only 12% double breaking on the 30-minute orb. So if you break to one side or the other, coming back into the orb, going all the way to the opposite side, is a pretty low chance. So yeah, a 30-minute orb might be a lot better to trade right now, and get that push into the initial balance area. So we'll take a look at that tomorrow. Let's do that by weekday real quick. And we're going to be, well, Fridays are really good. Less than a 10% chance of a double break. Fridays, a little over 10%, so still very good. We've had more breaks to the downside than we have the upside, but either way it breaks, it's still been a single break day, and hasn't come back to touch the other side. So I like that. And let's look at performance. Up breaks are running about 0.32%, and negative breaks are running about 0.45%. So not bad. We can 0.32. So when I set up my extension lines, instead of looking for the 0.5, I may just put in the 0.3, and see where that's got us. And knowing that we have a really small chance of a double break, may just go in with a little bit more size there. And this is on candle wick. Let's take a look at, this is candle close. Okay. Break back in criteria is on the wick. Okay, break out criteria is on the close. Okay. Breakout max performance is 1.71, and breakdown max performance is 0.217. So this is the average performance. So yeah, I think the 0.5 extension is perfectly fine to set there, knowing that max performance is almost 2%, over 2% on the breakdowns, and 1.71 on the breakouts. So we can definitely put our 0.5 or maybe even a 0.75, and try to get to the 0.75. Maybe taking the majority of the position off at the 0.5. So that's why I use edge full. I mean, you can't beat having these stats behind you. I mean, this is over the last 6 months, guys, in your house. So, I mean, this is information you can trust. In fact, I want to go down to a lower time frame and just take a look at what the recent month has been doing, Okay, so that's a little bit better. This is a little bit worse. So yeah, I mean, max performance is 0.73 to the upside. So the 0.5 is definitely what I want to be looking for, and may have to look right around the 0.3, 0.35 area for taking a little bit of profits off. So yeah, I kind of like that. By retracement. So 50% of the time, we will come back to the 25% level. 50% of the time, come back to the 50% level. And let's just hope that we don't come back to the 25% level. Breakdowns, 25% of the time, we'll come back to the 25 level, and we've never hit the 50% or the 75% on a breakdown, and that's on any size orb. So, yeah, that'll definitely work. A breakout to the upside, that might be where we have to take 2 trades, where if we take it on the breakout and it does come back to say the 50%, that's usually probably going to stop us out. A 50-point stop can usually handle the 25% on it, unless it's a larger orb than normal. So we'll just have to see what happens with that. But I do like the 30-minute orb. Well, yeah, being a 30-minute orb, definitely we may not even be able to cover the 25%. So if we do lose the first trade, if it retraces back in, we'll take a look at what happens at the 25%, and then take a look at what happens at the 50% and see if we can take that second trade. But knowing that we have very little chance, 17% chance standard, not even looking at weekdays, only a 17% chance of it breaking both sides of the orb. So that'll give us confidence if we do get stopped out on the first one, when it comes back to that 50%, and we see, like a 1-minute inverted fair value gap reversing at the 50%, we can have the confidence to go ahead and enter that second trade, to head back up for continuation. So again, this information is absolutely golden. I wouldn't want to trade without it anymore since I became a member of Edgeful, and I think it would help. It would definitely help any trader, whether you're brand new or an experienced trader like me that's been trading for 4 years. That's not a super long time, I know, compared to a lot of guys out there, but it is 4 years worth of experience. So I do consider myself an experienced trader at this point. I'm certainly no master, but I know what I'm doing, and having this data behind me has just made me even that much better. So if you'd like to check out Edgeful, I will leave a link down in the description. I am affiliated with them, so if you do purchase from them, I do stand to get a commission from that. I just want to be completely transparent about that for everyone. So yeah, I also stream live in Discord every morning, so YouTube has a delay. If you'd like to see me live trade this, I will leave a link to the Discord down in the description as well. I don't charge for anything. The Discord is not my Discord, but it is where I stream live every day, and there is no delay there. The Discord is completely free. Just come on in and watch me trade there, and that'll do it for tonight. So I just turned a 10-minute video into a 20-minute video. So until next time, everybody, stay blessed.